Summary of the Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras by Mark Twain. In the celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County, the story's anonymous narrator finds Simon Wheeler in a tavern in Angel's Camp, a small mining town in California. A friend of the storyteller in the East told him to find Wheeler and ask him about a man named Leonidas W. Smiley. But instead of telling him about Leonidas, Wheeler starts a monotonous story about a different man named Jim Smiley who has a similar name. The person telling the story starts to think that his friend tricked him into listening to a long, confusing story. Jim Smiley is a big gambler who is ready to bet on anything, even if the parson's wife will live or die from her illness. Smiley has a lot of animals that look weak, but he teaches them to be strong fighters and racers. For example, he teaches his mare, which looks sick, to hold back in races and save all her energy for the last stretch, so that she can win the race as a surprise winner. Because of this, and the fact that the horse looks terrible, many people bet against her, which makes Smiley more money. Smiley also has a bulldog baby named Andrew Jackson. Like the mare, Andrew Jackson doesn't look like he could win a race. In fact, while the bets are being made, he lets other dogs attack him without fighting back. Jackson grabs his opponent's back leg when all the money is on the table and holds on until the fight is over. A stranger came to town one day. Smiley had spent the last 3 months teaching his frog, Daniel Webster, how to jump high, so he was eager to bet on the frog's jumping skills. Smiley bet the man $40 that Webster could jump higher than any frog in Calaveras County while they were talking. The stranger answers that he doesn't have a frog, but if he did, he would take the bet. Smiley runs off to the swamp quickly to catch another frog for the stranger, leaving Webster with the stranger. The visitor quickly fills Webster with heavy quail shot while Smiley is gone. Webster can't jump because the shot slows him down. When Smiley brings the visitor another frog, the two men make their bets and tell their frogs to jump. Daniel Webster won't jump, which makes Smiley sad, and the stranger wins the bet. He quickly runs away from town with Smiley's $40. Smiley gets angry when he finds out that the stranger cheated on him, but he can't catch the stranger or get his money back. Back in the present, when Wheeler's story is interrupted by someone calling his name, the narrator takes the chance to leave. Just as he gets to the door, Wheeler stops him and starts talking about Jim Smiley's yaller one-eyed cow with a stick for a tail. But the narrator leaves because he or she neither has the time nor the desire to hear another one of Wheeler's stories.
About the author. Mark Twain was born in 1835. He was the sixth of 7 kids who grew up in Missouri. When Twain was 11, his father died, and when he was 12, he quit school to become a trainee printer. When Twain was a child, slavery was allowed in Missouri. Twain himself was a strong supporter of emancipation, and this can be seen in some of his works. As an adult, he lived in Connecticut next door to Harriet Beecher Stowe, who was a well-known abolitionist. He also had a lot of interests and hobbies, like being interested in electricity. He was close friends with Nikola Tesla. Twain worked as a printer, a typesetter, a riverboat driver, a miner, a journalist, a writer, and an author over the course of his life. People agree that the celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County was the start of his career as a humorous author because it made him famous all over the world. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn are also well-known works by Twain. He lived longer than his 4 children and his wife of 34 years, and he died the day after Halley's Comet passed in 1910, just as he had predicted.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.